The Wild Wild West.
Yo, howdy, y'all. We're here with the bro.
I'm the bro. I'm the bro now. I feel like I've stayed on your couch long enough to be the bro. Yeah.
Wait till you hear.
You're gonna come
Can
in
I
hot,
play
dude. Of course. You're gonna come in hot.
This is why you're here, brother.
What is it? You want to give a little backstory first about what, like how
We
we
discussed it on the pod, but
Oh,
yes.
I heard about that.
Phil Madden on your.
I could fart really long. And it's been a superpower amongst me and my friends. It's been a joke forever. And I had a 17-second fart that I've had recorded on my iPhone for about 10 years that I've shared with my friends. And I just beat my record and I sent it to him. He didn't respond.
I didn't open it.
He didn't open it for a couple of times. I'm like, there's no way he didn't listen. Because we were kind of bonding on farts here on the couch.
Yeah, of course.
And there we go. That's perfect timing. And I think farts are funny because even the person doing it doesn't know what it's going to sound like. It's always a pleasure.
That's true.
And if they don't stink, it's a win-win. And mine don't stink for some reason, then they're very long. So I
bet my match.
You might be the chosen one.
You're the last airbenders.
Yeah.
This is textbook airbending.
What did your record come out to be? You said 20-something seconds?
It's about 20 seconds. We could have a time. Someone will time it
This
on
is
the internet.
this is timed. This is
Yeah, it's on time. On record.
in the middle of this fart, it becomes a Geiger counter for radiation. Like wait till you fucking hear this thing, dude.
Hey, dude, real quick. No way. Oh my God.
All right, that's my time, folks. I should
sounds
just
like
where do I
aliens
go
are
from
You
there?
don't have to put that on.
No, I love it, but
You're
I
good.
should,
You're good.
how do I follow that? I got to just go
Call
home
Guinness.
now.
No,
Nothing-
you're going to call Guinness.
You got to get a hold of
Guinness
Guinness.
Book of World Records.
No, there's actually, I remember on Howard Stern, there was the dude who put
Yeah, the
there was
farter.
that guy could do it for like
Yeah.
a minute. He had the anyway, it's a
He's
gift
probably
and a
dead now.
curse.
That's crazy. It sounds like when like aliens crackle through like NASA
Yeah.
Yeah,
equipment.
that's what he
Yeah.
was saying. It's, I'm tapping into some alien.
Yeah,
You've been able to do that forever?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
I mean, that's like a high. If you were like a high school stoner stash and you ripped that, I mean, that's the apocalypse.
And remember
I
in
would
high school
still
those
be laughing.
plastic seats, you could
Yes.
get the angle and
Oh
just
my
rip
God,
off them.
dude.
But yeah, I'm proud and
That's just
slash
dropping into the
embarrassed.
pipe.
It's I own it. It's a gift. It's a gift.
What's the
I
longest-
recently got a colonoscopy because all my friends are like, dude, you got serious problems. Like you should go.
Yeah.
So a year ago at 48, I went to get my colonoscopy. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be bad. You know, they put the camera up your ass and or whatever they do. And I was fine. It's just no cancerous polyps, nothing like that. It was just I rip.
That's
just-
just haters, though. That's haters. When you fart real good, haters will be like, "You got a fucked up ass disease." You're like, "Bro, stop hating on me."
I hate when people hate on a fart. When they're like,
crazy.
"Oh, that sounded wet. You shit your pants."
Yeah.
Like, don't put that on me.
Yeah, man.
I
You're
just
jealous
farted
you didn't
well.
Fart.
Yeah,
They're just jealous. They didn't. fart
everybody's
real
jealous
hard.
they can't fart like that.
Yeah, and people that don't laugh at farts, it's like fuck you. You know,
Oh,
it's like if
dude.
you can't laugh at that, it's just
Simon,
like,
we've covered this probably every other episode for the last 7 years, but you're exactly right. People not laughing at farts is
They're pedophiles.
those
Yeah.
are pedophiles.
The only time you don't laugh at a fart is you're thinking about trapping a kid. And
Yeah.
You're like, "Wait, what was that? Did you
You
just
get interrupted from
somebody just move furniture?"
yeah, it's
Yeah, if
not
you-
American. I mean,
yeah.
so
Or you're a stern nun. Stern nun, I could see her not being stoked on a hard fart, but like a dude being like, "Excuse
I know,
you?
right?
What the heck?"
And then, of course, when you're in a relationship, the fart bear, you hold them in for the honeymoon phase. Then eventually, like when it comes
Oh,
out, that's
man.
like a glorious time when it's kind of like, and then the girl's
Yeah,
looking
you showed
at
me
you.
that. You put together a compilation.
Oh my god,
Put
that's
together a major
that's-
compilation,
Dude.
dude. He is a fart
Dude.
comp.
dude. That
Yes,
what a
great.
trooper she was too. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of a good. Is it litmus test? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Of like, okay,
Yeah.
can they hang or not? Or because that's fun. Once you could do that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I'd become a stern nun myself if the girl farts.
No. Dude.
I become a bit of a stern nun.
So, dude, so is that sexist? I don't know because my ex-girlfriend got really comfortable and she ripped one once. I was like, no,
Yeah,
never
no, this
again.
is different.
It's
This is
never again.
infuriating, dude. Yeah.
And there's-
Never again.
there's
That's for the boys.
Stink, dude. They
Oh,
stink.
That's
dude.
for the boys.
Yeah, theirs are so bad. I get furious if I smell my wife's fart. I'm mad. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's fucking
I
gross.
farted last night. I actually got up and farted in the bathroom because I had like hot, terrible ones. So I did her the
Hot
service.
farts, dude.
I might have to. She always like, you go to your ass.
Dragon's breath.
Yeah. But yeah, you gotta. Girls shouldn't fart ever, unless they're with amongst them each other. I think women should only fart in women company, and guys should just carte blanche.
Yeah.
Yes.
All day, every day.
Guys should fart at the most inopportune
Yeah.
times.
'Cause it's not sexy when girls do it.
It's not sexy at all.
Let's be
When
real.
a guy does it, it is sexy.
So sexy.
Let's be honest.
They should have they should have one of those cologne commercials where the guy's just like going through a meadow.
By the way, I saw Dune 2. It's just a fucking cologne commercial.
Oh, stop! I
it's
love Dune.
I loved it. But
What-
it's
what
a
was
3-hour
cologne-ish about it?
fucking cologne commercial. The fucking black and white gladiator scene.
That was sick.
It was awesome, but it was just a cologne commercial. When he was walking in the tunnel with the girl after, I was like, oh man, I've loved this movie for 5 hours. This is a fucking cologne commercial. It is. It's Chalamet. Like,
Yeah, the black and white parts, the gladiator arena.
Yeah.
It starts in there. Yeah, that movie was so fucking sick.
movie was sick.
That is funny though. That absolutely was shot like
It was a
cologne.
cologne
I
commercial.
was trying to put my finger on it. I was like, damn, that was crazy. Like, what was that? Like,
Yeah.
how did they do that? It looked nuts, but it definitely was a cologne commercial.
Yeah, they did cologne commercial. Guy without eyebrows, hot, walking around.
That was Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis was nice in that.
Yeah, Elvis was very good at that. Very evil.
He was a little evil man.
He was. Dude, it was I watched that on I think Saturday, and all day in my head, I was just like, "Yeah, I'm Dune.
You are Dune.
I am Dune." Like,
Because I can't remember one character's name. I am Dune.
I kept trying to be like, "I'm the average."
Paul is the only name, dude. It's Paul.
You know, Dune's an acronym. Desert Underground Necrophiliac Entertainment Society. we've been on the acronym thing
Entertainment
lately.
Society.
You just dropped the S. So
What I like about Simon is when you hang out with Simon, he's done stuff. You're 48's crazy.
49. Oh, I'm 49.
You're 49.
I have
You
the
look,
body of a 48-year-old.
you look great.
I feel great.
You look fantastic.
You look-
yeah.
I feel
Incredible.
fantastic. Thank you. No wife, no kids. Maybe.
Yeah, true.
But just the things you've done.
I lived a while. Like, I think I just did the right drugs. Like I didn't do the. I was into stoner. So I was never into like blow and all the things that'll make you a lot of alcohol. I was more into like popping a Xanny and smoking weed. So I think it just slowed me down instead of like.
Yeah.
I think. Or it's just genetics. I don't know. But thank you. I'll take that as a
But
compliment.
the music career, like all that
Dirt
stuff.
Nasty. Yeah, when I toured as Dirt Nasty, because I basically lived your guys' life. Like I did, Matt, I don't know if you know, I did a music comedy character for years called Dirt Nasty, fitting for the opening fart. And and I lived on the road touring and, you know, driving from fucking Chicago to Detroit overnight show. And then it became to the point I was doing it in my 30s and I was like, fuck, this is something for a guy in his 20s. I'm too old for this. At 30, I was thinking that. And I did it for about 10 years. And it got to the point where, you know, you do drink on the road and you look at the tour schedule. It's like, okay, I'm in Detroit Thursday, Chicago Friday. I won't drink I'll drink in Chicago. You got to like figure it out because
you
there's
gotta
no
do the
way you
math.
could hit it every night. And then one time I did a show and I filled my Jack Daniels bottle with apple juice and I'm pounding it on stage, pretending to be drunk because I couldn't drink every night. And a fan grabbed the bottle and pounded it and just looked at me like, you fraud. Like the moment he just my hero is a fucking fraud because he knew it was apple juice. So I had to fake it sometimes. And then I realized fake drunk was even better because I was fully in control, but acting drunk because the persona was like, hey, I'm fucked up. Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty impressive though. To fake drunk that hard for all those people was pretty nuts. That'd be
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was fun.
and,
I'm
like,
sure it's
liberating.
freeing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go to bed, you're fine. And like,
It's like
it's
when
awesome.
people drink NA beers and they're like, I actually feel
They feel the
like
vibe.
I feel like I'm having fun.
That's
Yeah.
like a placebo kind of situation. And there is a little bit of alcohol. Just like my stepdad was an alcoholic growing up and he would drink a 12-pack of Mir beers in the 80s. And he's like, I'm buzzed. Yeah. He'd be like, I'm buzzed.
That's pretty nice. You put the governor on him though. You just put a governor on him. Like, oh, you guys can only get
12 NA beers is fucked up.
he has an NA beer belly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would.
that's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, so I relate to you comics, and I'm such a comic fan. I just like I'm a comedy nerd, and I understand the road. And like you came home last night from Chicago 3 nights in a row. You just had SNL.
Yeah.
Just like you came home and slept 10 hours. I'm like, I get
it
it.
was nice.
The
Yeah,
road will fuck you up.
I meant to ask you that. You're fully settled down now. Your nervous system was like
I mean, Chicago
Overdrive.
was very nice compared to the last 2 weeks.
True, yeah.
Yeah. That was also, I didn't get to say it before publicly. Thank you, dude. When you were at SNL,
Oh, dude, that was
that helped me a lot.
That was a blast.
You were
man.
such a nice.
I was nervous
You were my
walking in
rock, dude. You were my
Thank
anchor.
you, brother. I
Oh, you
appreciate
went with
that.
them? Cool.
You were
Oh,
sitting there
that's
with
cool.
me, and
Good
everybody
day.
else is sitting there like, "This is what you need to do. This is you got to do this. You got to do this." Like, don't read the cards. Read it. Like, do
Oh,
this.
dude.
And Matt was just like, "This is crazy how good you are."
Oh,
like-
that's awesome.
I was like,
That's good.
"Fuck
to
yeah,
have-
thanks, dude."
I'm serious. I
You
was
were the
impressed.
one person that was like, "This is crazy."
Well, it was funny too
Yeah.
because I was like, "Do you remember any of that?" You're like, "No." There was like 7 people came in, like, look to the camera, look left, read this line, and we're gonna scratch that word. Remember, we took that word out, and I was like, "Do you remember that?"
No, I was just standing there going,
None of it.
Yeah, all right.
That was crazy though.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Just from like a psychological point of view, it's like you're about to go on, and then just to have you rushed with 50 fucking people giving you like minor, tiny critiques. It's like, dude, that's not. Doesn't put
didn't-
someone in a good headspace.
I don't remember one thing of that. Yeah,
I was nervous, like walking into the building. I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
yeah.
Christ.
In the building is scary.
I was
It's
so-
intimidating. I got to go recently to see Pete when he hosted it recently, and it was magical just to be backstage and see how it all works. And like, it was pretty cool.
It is cool when you walk in.
It was
Yeah.
funny, dude. When
Yeah.
I went in, I had a I called Becky and I was like, "Hey, how do I get in here?" She like gave me like she was like directing me. So I'm
Yeah.
like walking around, getting like puppeted by her directions, and I go to this office and I'm like, "I'm here now to go to the dressing room," and they're like, "What?" And I was like, I don't know how this works." I'm like, "How do I get down there?" They're like, "Oh well, I guess they'll send somebody up for you," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." So like. Okay, I'll just wait here. They're like, yeah. They looked at me like, wait,
Yeah.
wherever the fuck you want, dude. We don't care. And I was like, right on. So then I just stood there like this, like I probably holding like a bag or something. Like people with clipboards would come up and I'd be like, they would look at me like,
Dude,
and just keep walking by. I'm, oh, there's my ride. They'd just be like,
I did it the entire time. I was the guy on the show, and I was going around like, I don't know where to go. Where do I go? Help!
it was so fucking funny just watching people walk by with clipboards.
Giving
like,
him a smile.
just
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, you're here for me, obviously. They'd look at me kind of like, what the fuck? And just walk away. I stood there for like 15 minutes just going like,
Yeah, but
It
you
was so
you were
funny.
extremely helpful.
Well, thank you.
Every single other person was giving me fucking insane notes. You were
Yeah.
just like, you're good.
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, thanks.
It was
I
awesome.
watched these two stoners didn't hate my set. They hated everything about me.
That's not true.
When I saw these two
joy.
dumbasses on the balcony, I'd look up at them. They were both going,
That's not true. We were smiling from ear to
They
ear.
were worried the equipment was going to fall on them.
I
"Yeah, you
was
guys-
scared
you
that
guys
a
got
light was
too-
gonna
You got too
scorch us.
high. You got afraid of the lights.
And we sat next to Questlove. He smelled so good. It was
Questlove
crazy.
smelled good?
It was. We were
You guys were next to him?
overstimulated. Yeah.
I think my theory was right though. He did not laugh
No,
very
he
much.
liked you.
He laughed?
He laughed a
Oh, I
couple
take it
times.
back, Questlove.
Quest
He
laughed.
smelled like a candle store. It
Quest
was
not laughing,
beautiful.
dude. Quest hate. I looked up and I saw him. I saw him during my monologue not laughing. And I was
That would
like,
kill
God
me.
damn it, Questlove.
Kill me. Come on, Quest.
Quest laughed one. He laughed at the end. I was like, sick.
Yeah, the
Sick.
stoners are too worried. I saw the machinery they were talking about, and I was like, yeah.
That's a scary room to be in if you're high.
It was
Yeah.
a fucking insane
Yeah.
room.
it was funny at the dress where they didn't have your dad. You're like, that's my dad.
Yeah,
Really?
it was just a
Like,
random guy.
Oh yeah, dude. I got really stoned one time and went into a police station. To like I was getting when my wife was working for the Philly PD. She was like, I got to clean out all my stuff, and I was like, right on. I just like forgot we had to do that, so I ate a weed edible, and I went into the precinct, and I was just like, it was just so many guys with guns, and everyone was so serious, and I was just walking around like, oh fuck, man. I was like, you really should get out of
The
here. This is
vibes-
a fucked
the
up.
vibes are harsh.
The vibe is crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
the vibe is the most harsh vibe.
It is
Philly
the-
PD is dudes like pointing guns at people all day.
Yeah, dude.
Or
And-
getting shot at.
But then they just go sit down and they're just like in a room with guns with just, and a lot of them are like nice dudes, but they don't even know they're stewing in the harshest vibe.
It's the harshest vibe.
It's crazy. It's like, imagine school principal is like the requirement for base level of the vibe.
Yeah, I briefly stewed in the harshest vibe when I was doing child fucking crime investigation. You remember that, dude? So after I got back from, I lived in Spain for a little. I taught English over there. Not a big deal, dude. It was just me being cultured. And I got home and I didn't have a job forever. I thought I could just get a job. I thought getting a job was easy. And then my sister got me a job at Department of Human Services in Pennsylvania. She worked for like the welfare office in PA. So I got the job as like a contractor to investigate child crimes at child facilities. You know what I mean? Like, so if like a guard had to restrain a kid, I would go watch the tapes and be like, all right, that was a good restraint. Like, but it was just, you go to the office every day. You sit in the weirdest, like an office, like
So I'm just
terrible
imagining
lighting, just you and like ladies.
Whoa.
And then you leave every day to go like drive 2 hours to go to where a kid killed himself.
Oh.
And then talk to everybody there. That it's all like child rapists.
Jesus.
They're all kids that got raped that became rapists.
Damn. Jesus.
In a facility living together. So all they're doing is it's just fucking, it's chaos.
Did you ever walk to one of the scenes with like headphones and classical music playing?
Yeah.
It's just classic detective.
What happened here was a guy who has the equivalency of a mall security. Goldberg speared a kid. I need to watch the tape.
Damn,
that's
just going backwards a little bit. You know, cop, where the term cop comes from?
Here we go.
Do you
I know where it actually comes from. The copper badge.
Copper badge.
Nice.
Because
dude.
they just had plain clothes back in the olden. Back
Did they
in-
really? I
And they
didn't
would
know.
have. They didn't have outfits, so that's how you could tell a cop was the copper badge.
Damn, they're all plainclothes.
Copper.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know why they're called 5.0? Because they had Mustang 5.0s for a while, and the CHP would have the 5.0, and that's the one that'll get you. The high-speed chase was the 5.0, so they're 5.0. That was like a West Coast one, I think, more because California Highway Patrol had Mustang 5.0 cops, and you're like, you don't want to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Then they
exciting.
went Dodge. Cops went hard Dodge.
They went-
Big Dodge heads right now.
Well, yeah,
Well, Ford.
normally,
They were
yeah.
Ford Crown Vics for a while,
Yeah.
and now they're big like Dodge Challenger. Sort of Challenger versus Challenger
cool-ass
right now.
Challenger, dude.
Challenger versus Challenger right now. They're fighting fire
It
with
is.
fire.
It is, dude. They're just all driving Challengers.
Just on different sides of the same coin, really.
Yeah, when you think about it.
They are just like cops. A lot of cops are Jeep heads too. Jeep culture, cop culture is pretty synonymous.
God, cop cultures.
It's great. I can now, from knowing a lot of cops, I can tell an undercover, or not an undercover, an off-duty police officer. They drive one of like 4 cars. It's like a murdered out pickup truck, which Sean, your father drives. It's a murdered out pickup truck. And then it's just like any car you see, we're like, who the fuck spent that much money at Pep Boys? It's just an off-duty police officer. It's just an off-duty police officer.
The fucking, the Punisher shield on the Punisher skull
Oh, dude,
on the
you
back.
see the
Just
Punisher
like,
skull, you already know.
I'm pretty much an Iraqi war veteran.
And you could
I'm
tell
a cop in
under-
Mechanicsburg.
and you could tell undercover by their haircut and their shoes. Usually,
I've heard that
they
too.
got the clean cut. You know, whenever I go get a haircut, I always say, "Don't give me the cop lines," because I don't want to look like a cop. No offense, cops.
For sure. It is hard. You don't want to be called a narc at like a festival. Also, it is like you'll get like dudes at festivals. There's like a 47-year-old white guy being like, "Yo, where can I score some ketamine?"
Yeah.
You're like, dude.
Oh, that was me actually. That was me.
You don't look like an undercover cop.
You don't.
I
look
don't
like a
think
cop.
so
You
either.
pull it off.
Yeah, thank you. I'd like to play. That'd be fun to play a cop in a movie or something. I
Yeah.
think I could play a cop, but I don't have the essence of a cop. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
you're saying you have the essence of a football coach. I don't think I have cop energy.
Yeah.
You don't.
It's a different vibe. And there's nothing scarier than a dirty cop because they're above the law beyond like a dirty cop.
Yeah.
Scary. Who do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if a dirty cop fucks with you, or like one of my boys, he's been in and out of prison forever, and he was fucking a cop's wife and stole the cop's badge, and he was like showing it off to me. I'm like, dude, you are asking for a
You're
big
going
problem.
to jail forever.
dude.
He'll kill you. Dude.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah,
kill
that's
you.
what I'm saying. You just don't do that.
Yeah, man.
Don't do that.
Fuck
Sounds
somebody
like a cool
else's
boy
wife.
though.
Yeah, he's my boy.
He was probably awesome.
He is awesome, and he's I'd go visit him in prison, and it was always so gnarly. I'd visit him. He was in a prison called Wayside, which is near Magic Mountain in California. It's like this gnarly prison, and he would come out like out of the movies, and you talk to him through the thing, and like he's just surrounded by killers, and he just had the craziest prison stories. I'd always ask him like, dude, just tell me, the shit that happened. I guess it's very race related in California. I think Texas is the same. Like you got to stick with the whites, but he's Jewish, but he is white enough that they wanted him on the white side, but he had a Star of David tattoo on his back, and they covered it because they're like, you got to roll with us, but you can't have that Star of David.
Yeah.
So they covered it. So he was a soldier for the white boys
Oh wow.
as
So,
a
yeah,
Jewish guy.
Yeah, I
pretty
guess
cool.
you don't think about what do the Jews do?
Others.
Yeah, they're in the others.
It's others. Yeah.
Asian Pacific Islander Jews.
Jews. But yeah, you'd have to just go white because there's a lot of wild ass Jew boys, dude.
Yeah. Like I'm half Jew, so I'm like a
There
white
are.
boy.
Loco fucking
There's a
Jew
loco
boys.
ass. I'm telling you, a lot of Jew, like people don't think about it, but yeah, there's the underworld is chock full. like with drug dealing and stuff. A lot of like Jewish dudes rocking out pretty hard.
Yeah, they were like the OG mafias.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name? Who's the guy who rigged the World Series?
Skip Bayless.
Yeah. Skip's not having a good time.
Come on,
right
you
now.
guys gotta know this. Lucky
The guy-
Luciano and
Bugsy
him.
Siegel?
Not Bugsy Siegel.
I know you're talking about the like OG Jewish mobster.
He was a beast.
Netanyahu.
Yes. Rothstein.
There it is. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's pretty tight. So what? So your boy was in like he was engulfed in like West Coast prison politics.
Yeah. He was in and out for years. He's been out for a while now, but it was just like I remember I'd go to trial with his family. I'd be sitting there with his dad, like waiting to see how long he was doing counterfeit money, and he was so good at counterfeit money that the feds interviewed him in an interrogation room, and they're like, "We know you're working for some bigger operation. Like, who are you working for?" He's like, "No, I do this myself." And they're like, "No, you don't. How do you do it?" And he showed him how he does it with like literally Kinko's paper and Aquanet. And he makes the best bills, but he got greedy and he would do hundreds instead of doing 20s. So everywhere he goes, they'll hold up the 100 and look. And I'm like, why don't you just make 20s, man? What are you getting greedy? And I'd let him stay at my house. And sometimes I'd come home and I'd see a silhouette on my window of like these, he'd dry them on the window. So I'd see like these hundreds like that he pulled off, and I'd call him. I'd be like, "Hey, dude, were you at my house like making counterfeit money?" He's like, "Nah, man, I'd never do that." I'm like, "Dude, I'm looking at the hundreds on my window right now. Do me a favor. Don't do that. And really don't do that at my house."
Damn.
And so that's a serious crime.
They crush
And then
you
he
for
said
that.
the feds, when he proved that he made them himself, he said they stood up and applauded as like a joke, like you're the best.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, Catch Me If You Can, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be so
They
hard
caught him.
not to do if you knew you could just
caught
make money.
They
Caught him.
I heard the Secret Service investigates that too. I could be wrong. But I
Yeah,
heard
it's
counterfeit
it
is
was a
very
federal
serious.
thing. It's no joke.
Damn, dude. What a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, fake money is a tight hustle to get into.
Yeah, and then I guess another thing he said that in jail, the amount of time that you get for doing counterfeit and how much money you could make is way less time in prison than someone who moved like an ounce of coke across state lines would get way more time than someone like him who could make $100,000 in counterfeit and he'll do 5 years compared to someone getting 20 for moving an ounce. So it's like, oh, if you do want to do a crime, maybe go that way. You'll less time, money, not dealing with drugs. So I encourage everyone out there to do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do something, yeah, it'd probably be a lot better. It's just funny because he's making them. There's probably so many people getting killed over them, too.
So gnarly.
You get found with the fake bills.
Oh, yeah.
People probably getting crushed. He should have just why doesn't he do a little gentleman's like, version of it? Just like go get like free like groceries. You can go like get
Yeah,
groceries
just
for
get
20s.
groceries.
The 10s and 20s, you could do them all day.
Yeah.
Be cool, but hopefully he's not doing that anymore.
No, he's good now.
How's he doing now?
He's good. He has a kid. He's chilling. He's older. He was just living the fast life. I remember one time I went over to his place and he had an ID and he was peeling off the ID and putting a picture of himself in so he could have a fake ID. And so he took a Polaroid of himself and cut it out to put in there. And I realized the Polaroid he took of himself, his shirt was off. So as he like ironed over it, and I'm like, dude, do you notice anything weird about your picture right now? He's like, what? I'm like, you have no shirt on. You think you're in DMV with your shirt on? You fucking sicko. He's like,
Borrow
fuck.
motor vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Guys, are we excited to tell you about these guys? Did you know Fast Growing Trees is the biggest online nursery in the U.S. with more than 10,000 different kinds of plants and over 2 million happy customers in the United States? You can grow lemon, avocado, olive, or fig trees inside of your home on top of the wide variety of houseplants available. Fast Growing Trees makes it easy to order online, and your plants are shipped directly to your door in 1 to 2 days. And along with their 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee, they offer free plant consultation forever. God damn, I could have used those guys, man.
That's nice.
Yeah, I do not have a green thumb.
I do not have a green thumb.
I need some plant consultants. The experts at Fast Growing Trees curate thousands of plants so you can find the perfect fit for your specific climate, location, and needs. Whether you're looking to add some privacy, shade, or natural beauty to your yard, Fast Growing Trees has in-house experts ready to help you make the right selection with growing and care advice available 24/7. You can talk to a plant expert about your soil type, landscape design, how to take care of your plants, and everything else you need. No green thumb required.
Wow.
Whoa.
They knew it.
They knew, dude. They fucking know.
They're so good.
Right now, they have some of the best deals online, like up to half off on select plans. And listeners to our show get an additional 15% off their first purchase when using the code DRENCHED at checkout. That's an additional 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com using code DRENCHED at checkout. Fastgrowingtrees.com code DRENCHED. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply.
They might apply.
Might. Okay.
Want to know one of my favorite sounds? Here it is. That's the sound I hear when I'm learning a new language with Babbel. And if you want to learn a new language this year, I guarantee it'll be one of your favorite sounds too. Lemaire, sit the fuck down. Okay, he's just lurking, touching shit. God. Don't pay hundreds of dollars for private tutors or waste hours on apps that don't really help you speak the language. Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons are handcrafted by over 200 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks.
Whoa.
You know?
Yeah, I need that.
Babbel's designed by real people for real conversations. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. Request the host to record their interaction with speech recognition technology, and please share as a part of the read. What?
The speech recognition?
Well,
I'm gonna share
you
that.
get it. Please share as part of their read.
Yep. Share that.
Is that about us?
Yeah, when you
I don't
sharing
understand it.
No, I'm sharing it. I think they just want us to be like, whoa, listen to my fucking
Yeah, it just says
shit.
request the host to record their interaction with speech recognition technology, and please share as
I'll
part of their
bring
read.
it. I'll bring it next week, but it did
Yeah.
tell me I sounded exactly like Antonio Banderas.
It knew it.
I said, "Oh my god, you sound exactly."
You
like
do
Antonio
have a
Banderas."
little bit of that.
I'm not bad. I'm decent at Spanish, but you know, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's your personal endorsement. I agree. I agree. Matt sounds like Antonio Banderas.
Thanks to the speech recognition program for real humans for real conversations.
Antonio Banderas. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove Babbel is better. One study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is the equivalent of a full semester at college. God, take me back.
Yeah, really.
Can you imagine being in college now?
That's pretty tight. If you do Babbel for 15 hours, you get a blowjob
Yep.
from a co-ed.
Yeah, you get a blowjob from a fat co-ed that no one else would fuck. But hey, who cares? Everyone else is getting pussy. You're not. You might as well.
Well, if you pick up another language, you double your chances of getting pussy.
True.
Yo, what do you think about that?
Babbel has over 10 million subscriptions sold. That is not a Babbel endorsement. Babbel does not endorse Matt McCusker. Babbel has over 10 million subscriptions sold. Plus, all of Babbel's 14 language courses are backed by their 20-day money-back guarantee. Perfect. You gotta love that. All right. Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners. Right now, get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/drenched. Get 55% off at babbel.com/drenched. Spelled BABBEL.com/drenched. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Hell yeah. Oh, please also go to mattmccusker.com/dates for stand-up. I'm going to be in Hyenas, Fort Worth, Texas, Chicago Improv, Funny Bone Comedy, Orlando, Florida, Las Vegas, Indianapolis, Philadelphia, and on and on and on. Thank you so much. Please go to mattmccusker.com.
Yes.
Please.
You doing Vegas?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, wise guys.
March 19th, Cap City. April 2nd,
Get in front of the camera if you can do that. Put your face in the camera. Get closer.
March 19th, Lamerly, Cap City. Cap City.
Got his
Nate,
ass.
Andy's going to be there. Sean's going to be there. And also, Optimum Noctis, April 2nd. Matt's on it. Casey Rocket Man's going to be there. It's going to be a good time.
That's going to be a good one. Yeah.
Please come to Helium Philly on April 10th if you can. Thank you.
ShaneMGillis.com. Also, check out Quentin Tarantino's 10th and final movie. I have the lead role in it. No, I don't. Yeah, no shirt ID is sick.
Yeah, that's so sick. That's a holy grail. I always wanted to put tinfoil in my teeth and go to the DMV and just go full grill.
Oh, it hurt.
Yeah, well, you can't bite down. You have to like, hold on a second.
Oh,
Just go-
yeah, tinfoil in the teeth.
Just go. Just grill
We got to
out.
hit up Paul Wall, dude.
I know. Get a real grill,
We
yeah.
got to hit up Paul.
I was telling my wife, I want to get like a silver tooth. I feel like I could get one.
I got the diamond.
You got one? Damn, dude.
He's got a diamond
My
tooth.
friend, actually, my friend who I'm talking about, he's the one. We did it together. We went to a dentist in LA, and my friend's brother-in-law was a jeweler, so we went downtown, bought the diamond, took it to our dentist, and the dentist is like, all right, I'm going to drill a hole in your tooth and cement it in, and let's see what happens. And he did that for us, and mine's been in here since 2005, and his fell out, and he swallowed it.
Oh, shit.
So he's shitting diamonds, baby, which is like a cult. There's got to be a joke in there somewhere. He shit.
Did he wait for the diamond?
I don't
you
remember
gotta
if he
fish it out of
fished
that
it out.
turd.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but dude,
Speaking of turds,
yeah.
you know how last time we were talking about Bobby cutting his son's shit up? Yeah. So many people have reached out.
That was a big deal, yeah.
I couldn't believe how many people are doing this.
Oh,
Yes.
how many people reached out to be doing it?
That are like, yeah, I did that.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know
I
that.
had multiple people be like, yeah.
I just saw people
That's
saying
normal.
like, that's crazy, that's insane.
It is
that's a
insane,
thing.
but there was just way more people than I thought would reach out. And
What
be
is the
like,
point of doing that?
Bobby Kelly?
That's a good question.
That was my first concern. Bobby Kelly's son drops such large shit.
How old is the kid?
Now you're onto the real problem.
10.
He's 10. He's 10 at this point.
Okay.
Bobby's still going back and cutting up his son's shit.
Is it because it
to
clogs the
flush it.
toilet?
Yes.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah, he's the young Padawan. He could inherit the force. The
Okay.
force. Fuck.
I think I got some competition.
Yeah, so that's, I didn't know
But
so
yeah,
many people.
a lot of people reached out and were like, that's
I've seen one person in my life break up a turd, and it was a janitor at the high school.
hilarious.
And he was like, everyone, I told you about this before, is when this guy I knew took a humongous dump, and it was like tiny balls. It was like corn kernel kind of thing
Yeah.
looking. And it was just, literally, it looked like a small Nerf football. It was insane. And everyone would be like, yo, there's a turd in the bathroom. Go to the bathroom and check it out. So we'd all just be leaving from class. We were making like pilgrimage to this thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually
Hodge.
we were circling it. the janitor came by like all cool, like, I'm about to go break it up. And I was like, you're gonna break it? And he's like, yeah, dude, I
Can't
gotta
break
bust it.
dude.
He was
You
like,
gotta bust this up.
he was looking at
It's too
us.
much of a distraction. Kids, we gotta learn. We can't.
I just
perform
remember
Hodge.
him being like, just another day, bro. Like, this is nothing. We are all just like, bro, it's crazy. You're gonna go. Just we kept calling him St. George because he was gonna fucking slay the
He was gonna
dragon.
slay the dragon.
He's a dragon slayer. Yeah.
Do you guys piss on other people's shit in the toilet public?
Yes.
Obviously.
Why do we do that? It's
You
a
gotta
game.
clean the
It's a
bowl.
fun
There's
game.
this-
Yeah.
That's our version of doing that.
True.
And
Cleaning
you'd
it up.
think it'd be more effective. Sometimes the turds they stick.
They will.
You'd think the hot piss would fucking get it.
I like the laser beam. If someone leaves some toilet paper, I like to laser cut the toilet paper
Matt.
if it's floating. That's a good one.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
I had it
Oh, that's a good
uncomfortable
one.
recently. I was on a plane, and shitting on the plane is the worst. And this
Do you do it?
If you have to sometimes.
That's what I'm
And
talking about, dude.
this was
You're
months
surrounded
ago.
by greatness right now, dude.
I'm so staunchly against shitting on.
I
a
shit
plane.
on planes too.
Sometimes you have to. I mean, if you,
I feel like you go out of your way to shit on a plane. I feel like you.
I go out of
enjoy
my way to beat off on a plane.
I feel like the second you have to maybe shit, you're like, I'm shitting on this plane. All right.
Well,
I feel like you have full comfortability.
I have no
shitting on it.
compunction, but yeah, if I have
Yes.
to shit, I have to shit.
what
I'm
does
not gonna.
compunction mean again?
Just means like you're not gonna
He's not
compunction
going to
would
be
like
nervous. There's no
Yeah.
problem doing it.
There's nothing. There's no other part of my head being like, don't shit on this plane.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to me was this pretty girl was sitting next to me, and I went to the bathroom to take a shit. I'm in there. You know, you could tell that everybody's like, oh, he's been in there a few minutes. He's taking a shit. You're kind of insecure about the amount of time spent in there. I'm like, they all know I'm taking a shit. And sure enough, as I exit the bathroom, she's waiting to use the bathroom, and it just smelled like the end of the world. And then I had to sit back next to her the whole flight, and
Oh, you
just
sit right
as
next
she
to her.
just smelled my just
You
poor-
should have been like, did you smell that?
I know. I was trying to think
Oh,
of how
you
to.
had to. Yeah.
That little
know.
girl who was in before me for 2 seconds
Yeah.
was shit her fucking brains
girl.
out. Yeah, that's rugged, man. Yeah, when a strange woman has to. Even I've done that at like a bar before comedy shows. A lot of the clubs will be like, well, we don't have like a bathroom. It's like the regular bathroom. We have a restaurant next door. You can take a shit. And I'm like, right on. And then you just crush that with like a nervous comedy dump. Then like you're just at a restaurant, so like someone's
Nervous comedy dump.
Oh,
Is that the thing? So
just
is
a
it because
quarter
the
of
nerves
diarrhea.
before a show you have to take a shit? Is that
Yeah.
a thing? Like, but that's in your early years of comedy. You don't get the nerves like that.
No,
Or it
it's
still
still-
happens. Still happens.
Yeah.
I'm give or take. Usually I'm like every time. Lately I've been getting not as many.
It
but-
is not like it used to be.
Yeah, but this
it used to
weekend-
be every single time.
Yeah, this weekend I crushed a
So this is a
Fucking can of
podcast
confetti.
about farting and shitting. Okay,
pretty
got it.
much. Yeah.
Yep.
And other stuff. We'll cover. We'll get to
We're
world
going to get
events.
into Emmanuel Macron's
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
possible male wife.
What's going on with first ladies right now?
First ladies are down bad, dude.
First ladies are having a tough time.
Why everyone's just accusing them of having cocks? I don't get it.
It's crazy. Who else? Now this is going to spawn in the news. There's an effect whenever the one story gains traction,
Yeah.
and there's going to be just more and more and more. So I'm excited.
They
to see.
better
you know,
not
the
come
French-
for Dr. Jill.
The French there, and there's some other shit. The French, like I kind of not as surprised, I guess.
Well, Macron, yeah, they're like, origin story as the one they say is the one. They're always like, it's pedophilia. It's like, that's the French theater.
True.
It's the French theater.
You know what you're getting into.
30-year-old woman falling in love with a 16-year-old boy. That's France.
That's
Right.
French theater.
That's
Let
what
the
I'm
French
saying.
be great. That's their thing of being disgusting freak perverts.
Yes,
So it's like,
absolutely.
I'm not against. I hear that and I go, hey, that's France, man.
And isn't the term
This is
pedophilia,
France,
is the
baby.
textual term for pedophilia means like, I thought it was like prepubescent. So it's like a 15, 16-year-old. Is that technically pedophilia or is it
phebophile.
before puberty?
It's
would
a
be
phebophile.
That's a what?
A phebophile.
What's that?
And a phebophile is it's like a pedophile. Yeah, like you were saying, it's not prepubescent. It's like if you're like in teens, you're in a phebophile.
Okay, but no one ever uses that one. Like when they talk about Epstein Island, when it's like a 17-year-old, they're saying pedophile. Sounds a lot worse. And I'm like, you know what? This has been going on forever. 17-year-old chicks with rich old white dudes. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying that has happened forever. That's not the biggest crazy story that's happening. Like, yeah, that happens forever.
Yeah, I think they had like I think he was doing pretty much everything. It's probably just a little pedo, a little ephebo.
I think they were tossing in some pedo.
Yeah, I think he was rocking pretty
was he?
young.
Okay.
He was like 13, 12.
Yeah.
And then obviously he probably, cleansed his palate on some ephebes as well. But
Was that list ever come out? What are we talking
dude,
about?
they're going to hold it over our heads for the rest of our lives.
Everyone's always, the list is coming. It's coming. And I don't know what to believe anymore.
What I do is I assume everybody's on it
right.
Yeah.
anyone who I go, I don't like your political opinions. I go, there we go.
You
I
must
knew
be
it.
a fucking
I knew
pedophile.
I knew you from somewhere. You must be on that huge pedophile list that's looming over the national
You're either a
imagination.
pedophile or a Nazi. It's one of those.
True.
I
we
can't
might,
figure out which one.
we might go to war. That might be World War III.
That will be
pedophiles versus-
the American Civil War will be pedophiles versus Nazis, and no quarter for prisoners.
It just transfers ladies.
Transfers ladies are gonna be like, go charge. The trans pedophile first ladies are gonna be the fucking commanders of the Civil War, dude. German charge.
They'll have the longest Viking horns. They'll just have hats with giant deer antlers.
Going against fat Nazis. The fat Nazis are gonna be crazy.
Is there fat Nazis? I guess there's American
All
fat
the American
Nazis, but the
Nazis are
German
fat.
ones were the German ones were pretty lean. Like you didn't see any fat Nazis.
Well, they were
in
running
the-
a tight program.
There was
Didn't
some,
they always had to suck in their
no,
stuff?
they had some big dogs at the top.
Yeah.
I think Hess was a fucking unit.
Was he really?
One of the guys, I think it was Hess. One of the guys was a fucking slob.
Wasn't Hitler
Nazi.
known for having really bad flatulence? Isn't that a thing?
Hitler
Like,
was, yeah.
He had really bad gas.
My mom told me that when I was farting a lot. She's like, you know who farted a lot? Hitler. And I was like, all right, thanks.
Yeah, didn't he
Goring.
he was on a cocktail of like meth, and he was getting like towards the end, he was just jacked up. You see the footage of him, and he's
Yeah.
just
Oh.
tweaking out on meth. There's an amazing documentary called Hi Hitler,
No, it wasn't.
and it was about his drug use and his doctor
What?
that was with him all the time that everyone hated. He was this annoying doctor, but he gave him his cocktail of meth and opiates, and it got to the point towards the end where he would have to in bed like get shot up just to get out of bed of a cocktail of drugs.
Yeah,
This
he was-
documentary's amazing.
was-
I haven't been able to find it. I saw it years ago, but it's probably on the internet somewhere. But yeah, Hi Hitler.
Yeah.
About the drugs.
You can see him at the
Damn, that
Olympics,
sounds awesome.
the 36 Olympics. He's sitting
That's
there
when
going
he's
like,
just And they
he's
were
fucked
saying
up.
it was like his.
yeah, he was amped.
Not Parkinson's, or they were saying it was something, but it was really like he was just tweaking.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, they gave all the Nazis meth.
Yeah, I knew they.
So
gave the
they
boys-
created it, right? Or was it the Japanese first did it, and then it was these Japanese or Germans? So two of the thirds of the axis of evil were
I'm
creating.
not sure.
it.
And I
So
also
you like that I knew what axis of evil was,
That
didn't
was
you?
nice.
And Italy's the third.
That was
I'm
nice.
not that good at history, but I knew that one.
that was good.
Yep.
I don't get. Here's the thing I don't like when they put like he had bad farts on Adolf.
Yeah. What'd you think?
They're always like, yeah, you know, he had fucking herpes and he was gay and he farted a lot. It's like, dude, he killed 6 million people. That's the one we should stick with. We don't need to add stuff.
Yeah, true. Well, they're just trying to make him seem as like not as cool as possible too. He
Yeah,
was a
but
huge loser.
bad
He
farts
farted all
on
the
meth,
time.
dude. Going nuts, dude. Chill. You
Are
guys
bad farts synonymous with meth? You would think that's not.
I would think they would just, it's like you're probably tweaking and just pushing that shit out all day.
True. That's a good point as well.
It's just.
Yeah, that's.
You ever
Oh,
taken
so-
Adderall? That's the same shit. I've done that before, which is
Do you
just
fart
like,
hard on it,
well,
though?
That's yeah.
You take some decent craps.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I guess so. If your nervous system's all ramped up, you're gonna.
Yeah.
So World War II was essentially alcohol versus meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would stay up for 2 or 3 days and not need to eat. They had the advantage.
Alcohol reigns supreme, though. Again,
They won. Yeah.
So, in what
It
sense?
fueled the Roman Empire. It fueled the Allies. I mean, alcohol continues to dominate.
Yeah.
Other than the Irish,
Yeah.
but the British are.
I mean, the fact
too.
that Ireland's still a country, it didn't.
Yeah,
go-
they're holding on
Yeah, people
strong,
invaded it.
dudes.
I think was there 3 major invasions in Ireland, and then the British too.
Yeah, they had the Vikings,
Yeah, the
They had a
Vikes,
lot.
Germanics, maybe I forget, but and the Brits.
the Saxons, but that was into
That's kind of
whatever.
yeah. it was
I just saw
stuff.
something. It was like the Vikings were on drugs when they would, hoard and rape and pillage, and they're on psychedelics. There's all these theories about
That's-
like when you
that's
hunt, you would
become-
take the mushrooms to,
Berserker. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
like to-
become a very common theme lately with history, and I don't understand why.
I mean, I guess it's
Everyone-
how do you
well-
prove that? I don't know if it's true, but it makes sense that you could use some psychedelics to help you with your hunting or whatever.
Or you
just to
could be born in the fucking woods and live in the woods your whole life.
That's
and then
true.
be
Yeah.
a fucking retarded guy and somebody hands you an axe.
Well, it
Yeah.
would have been like back then. That would have been like taking mushrooms and going to a sports game. Like back then, like murdering and raping and pillage was like no one would have been like, yeah, this is fucked. People
Yeah.
were probably like, fuck.
I wonder how much knowledge they had over that shit
the what?
and ability to get a lot of it to give to people.
Oh, like grow the mushrooms.
Yeah.
They're probably just wild. I think they just
Yeah, they'd find them in the cow shit. Imagine being a hot.
true.
Imagine how
No,
hard it
it's
must have
fine in
been to be the hot Viking girl in a village, and how much she's just like, I'm getting raped a lot, like be super hot. Like I feel like were women as hot back then, or are they getting hotter? Because I feel like women are
getting
getting hotter,
They're getting
not by
hotter.
getting their face done or whatever,
They're
but
getting
like
hotter, but dudes were horny.
there
back
must have
then.
been like a really hot girl in like the mountains of. Wait, I missed that one. What'd you say?
Oh, we were pointing. I was saying girls have definitely gotten hotter, but dudes were hornier back then, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of relative.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's.
because rape was not illegal until not that long ago, right?
I think rape is
I
pretty
think
illegal.
it was frowned upon. It was probably. I mean, the biblical times they were kind of like.
Yeah, they'll
bro.
kill you.
Yeah, but it was like you could go to enemy territory and kind of like.
Right.
That's when it's
Yeah, the Vikes.
That's
couldn't,
when it's like expected.
Yeah, the Vikes couldn't like microdose at home and go like just like
Right.
rape everybody in their village. Everyone like, bro, what the fuck?
What does it mean to pillage?
Dude, I'm
Does it-
so high.
What does it mean to pillage? Is that like rummage through the shit after you
stuff.
rape them?
Yeah, taking their stuff.
Taking
yeah.
their
Taking their
shit.
loot and booty.
yeah.
I'd
I
like
had a
to
history.
pillage.
I had a history
Yeah,
professor that
pillaging
said,
would be sick.
booty all the time.
Did he really?
Yeah, we would talk anytime we were talking about war. He'd be like, and then of course they gathered all the booty.
What is
Just like-
like pirate
That's
booty? Is that what
crazy.
that is? Like
Yeah,
what is
just-
that? What is booty?
Just
Treasure.
shit. It's just stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
You ever thought about guarding your booty? Do you have any booty here?
I don't have that much booty. Oh, I have my precious sword.
I saw that, dude.
Take that out. You're
I
gonna want.
didn't
You're gonna
look.
want to get a gander at
I
that.
didn't
Have
wanna
you seen
touch
this
it.
thing yet?
No.
It's my West
you know,
Point.
sword's an acronym, right?
This is how I always open swords. I don't know about you guys, but I go a little bit and I go.
Take a look at that, dude. It's very dull, dude. It's a show blade.
Yo, that's nice, man.
It's a parade blade. Yes.
Oh God.
Look at the handle, dude. It's pretty
I
sick.
was in here admiring it, but that's my manners. I was like, I'm not gonna touch this.
That's duty honor country, bro.
That's fucking nasty.
Is that like a replica remake or is that a real relic?
I don't know. There's some gentlemen from the West Point gave me that. They honored my service.
Damn, that's awesome, dude.
I honor your service too. Thank you for your service.
No problem,
appreciate
man.
that.
It was really hard.
Probably was difficult.
Is there
Yeah.
East Point?
Probably.
Yeah, where the
East
fuck is
Point. Smoke some dank.
That thing was sick. I was in here admiring it, and I was about to. I was
You
like,
should have.
hold
dude.
on.
I appreciate
The
your,
house
your
is sword?
prudence.
My prudence. The house is sword. I went, no. Dude,
I'm just morphing into James at this point. I got a little bit of money. It's time to buy swords and Fusion Frenzy.
You gotta start hitting the Instagrams. You're just in a dark room like, his Instagrams are for real the best.
Have you ever had a friend come over and he won't stop farting on your couch, but it is funny. So I'm wondering in the comments if you think what I should do here.
Oh my God. Yeah, he is the motherfucking
He rocks.
main.
James rocks.
Oh man, what a beast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the fence with
Just
him.
based on your impression, are you talking about the dude from Love on the Spectrum?
Yes.
Dude, good impression.
Thanks, man.
That was.
And I just recently found the girl who's I found her Instagram, followed her yesterday. I can't remember her name. She's like the cute one that went to Africa on the safari.
Danny.
Oh, she is awesome,
so
dude.
lovely.
And her mom posts her.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's not really like exploitative. Is that the word?
No.
Yeah.
Is that
You're right.
the right pronunciation? But it's amazing because it's like her mom's like, oh, look how cute what she says.
It's great.
It's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I told you when I came over here last time I stayed with you, I don't think a show has ever moved. No movie could move me as much as any episode of Love on the Spectrum. Like, I'll cry.
I'll cry every time, dude.
You told me you. Okay,
I cry
talk about
every
it.
time.
You cry. Like you can't. If you, it is the most touching, moving, beautiful
It
thing. Like
is.
when they hold the hand. Can I hold your hand? Like, dude.
Yeah, and
Dude,
when the
it's so
parents see
beautiful.
it too, it's like when the parents
The
like, we're
parents-
just happy found someone. It's like,
Danny's mom gets me every fucking time.
Which one? Which one?
The one you were talking about.
Oh,
the lady that's posting that stuff.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
I forget her name.
Yeah.
The girl's name is Danny.
Yeah.
And yes, the mom. The first episode they were in, like they went out. They like went outside and were like, "Would you like to go on a date?" Or like, "Can we be boyfriend and girlfriend?" They came back inside and told her. And then the mom was like, "Oh, that's great." And then it cut to just the mom talking to the camera, and crying.
Yeah, that's right. I
It
saw
was
that.
like, oh,
or when
fuck.
they're in Africa overlooking the safari and they're like behind them, like choked up. It's just like, oh, dude.
why do you think they fuck with medieval times so hard? Because I fuck with medieval times myself, but I'm wondering like
Because that's where the inbred started that long ago. It's like deep DNA.
It's because they know what's good, dude.
they do. I
They
think
know
do.
exactly what's good.
Medieval times is
Transformers, medieval shit,
yeah, for sure.
lions,
All cartoons.
Wrestling.
wrestling.
The new
They
Mario
know
Brothers
what's
movie.
good.
The new Mario Brothers movie.
It's gonna be off the charts. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, they fuck with medieval times so hard, and it's like I always wondered if it was just more of like a
James got outshined on the last one.
how?
There's a new swordsman.
What?
There's another guy with Connor has a nasty sword collection.
What?
Yeah. I forgot how good. I went back and watched the Australian one with fucking
Michael.
Michael's obviously Michael's goated, dude. He's
Yeah,
on the Mount
obviously,
Rushmore.
he
He's
is.
on the Rushmore.
He's on the Rushmore.
But,
Mr. A plus.
what's his name? Kelvin, the Asian kid.
Yeah, he was so nice.
It's like, do you want hugs and kisses? Yes, please. Yes, I want hugs and kisses.
He's the one who went on a date and they busted out like Nintendo DSs
Yes.
and fucking ripped.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
He's like, no, I don't. I'm waiting patiently. I'm not playing that shit. He's the one who he has the camera in his room and he starts showing all his. He draws anime girls and
Yeah.
shit. And it got to one that was like it was just zoomed in on tits that he drew.
That was his bae.
And the camera's next to him and he's like,
He's like, chill.
they're like, do you want us to leave now? He's like, yes.
Well, that's becoming more like common now. There's more autism is spiking.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just not Mother Nature being like, let's do a little reset on humanity because they are angels, dude.
They are.
Although
angels.
they can go evil,
They can go rogue.
they can go very.
It's time to break the sword collection out at the bowling alley. It's time to fucking.
They live in a sick world, though.
Has there ever been like a serial killer who's mentally challenged? What's the right way to
think
say it?
probably all.
For sure, yeah.
There had to be one.
I think,
But back in the day, just murdering and
I don't know about serial, definitely killer. Maybe not.
Yeah,
don't
I think
know
they
if
would solve the crime pretty quickly. They'd be like, I know who did it. It's the
just a guy panting
guy.
in a field. Yeah, maybe not serial, but I mean, an autist for sure could go on a nice run.
I think most of them are probably autistic.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Most of them have personality disorders. This says.
Yeah.
but it doesn't-
Cunanan might be the goat, dude.
Cunanan is
Gay serial killer.
yeah,
He's
that was
up there.
pretty awesome.
Did you see that show?
I remember when it happened, in real time. That was like in the 90s in Miami. I remember when that shit was going down,
shit.
and they like chased him down. He was in the boat and everything, and he popped Versace on the steps of the house, right? And
Yeah.
Andrew Cunanan, and the rapper refers to him,
Shine.
Shine.
Yeah.
He talks about Cunanan?
Andrew Cunanan, and he flipped
Yeah.
he flipped some bar about Andrew Cunanan.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's
That was
awesome.
a hot bar.
Is it Bad Boys?
I can't remember.
Shine. I forget.
We listened to it in your car, but remember you skipped it. I'm like, go back
Andrew
to Shine.
Cunanan
I was like, don't
ass.
skip Shine. We
Yeah,
have to go
true.
back.
Shine rules.
Shine became a Jewish, you know this in real life? He went to Israel and like after the Puffy thing with the gun and all this shit. And now he is fully
So
in
now he's
Israel at the
Stein.
Wailing Wall with the whole thing. He's become like a devout Jewish, like religious
Is
guy.
he really?
Oh yeah,
Like
you can look it up on
Orthodox?
the internet. He's like fully in Israel with the beanie and the not the pay assist. I don't think he could grow the thing, but he's like at the wall, at the Wailing Wall, and it's just like he must have done something bad to find religion that much and go that way. Like he
Yeah,
must
Yeah,
have killed
especially
a
to
couple.
find
Prison,
Judaism.
Yeah, prison Judaism's crazy. So I can see going and finding.
Well, that was another thing. When I visited my friend in prison, I remember seeing this black dude with the Star of David. I brought my boy Burger King or McDonald's. He was at a fire camp for a while, and I brought him McDonald's, and I had to walk through this outdoor courtyard. And when I had that McDonald's in my hand, everyone looked at me, all these killers and fucking prisoners, like I had
Dude,
McDonald's.
it's like when you get to leave during school and you come back with McDonald's for lunch.
Yeah,
that never
crazy.
leaves.
Dude, I had McDonald's
You could
through
be in
the
prison.
yard.
Oh.
And I remember I had green pants on, and the warden was like, "You can't come in here with those pants because they look close to the pants of the prisoners because
Yeah,
they
they're
thought
gonna
I'd be
get
doing
you.
a swap." So I'm like, I don't have it. And I had to go back to my car and put on these like basketball shorts just to enter to bring the McDonald's. And it was just like imagine being in jail and getting McDonald's.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm a good friend.
That is.
Yeah,
And it was like
that's
a 3-hour
nice.
drive.
That's
I
awesome.
forgot about the fire fucking
Fire camp. Those
Oh.
they send you in first. It was like a program you could
California,
do when
dude.
you to
What is a
get.
fire camp?
You have to fight fucking wildfires.
They send you in first as a
send
disposable
prisoners.
hero,
Yeah,
kind of
they
like in
send
Russia. What they're
prisoners.
doing when they send the prisoners in first,
Yeah,
in
that's
the war, kind of like that with fire. Like they
Whoa.
send them in for they're more disposable. But you want to go to fire camp because you get out of the.
I would
you
do-
have
yeah.
outdoors kind of prison.
That'd be kind of
situation.
cool. Yeah. Fire camp would be sick, actually.
Yeah.
If you're bored out of your mind, I would be like, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is scary if that
That'd be the
thing
scariest shit
you
ever.
start losing the firefight.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I just murder the guy next to me and be like, take me back to jail.
I did a survival thing recently, a 1-day survival crash course where you have to build a primitive shelter, make drinking water out of a stream, and start fire. And me and this dude together did it like with friction fire with sticks. Took about 4 hours. Me and this guy had to do it together. Forearms, so tired. But when you start that fire and the tinder goes and you create fire, maybe the best feeling you could ever imagine.
That's
to
awesome.
create fire. Like it was awesome.
Yeah.
So what was the shelter?
You just had to make like this little thing and then they have to approve it. And you basically just make like a little TP type thing out of like brushes and sticks, and then you have to get water and boil.
You
have
guys
to
saw
heat
the
up these
friction fire
rocks.
in the tent?
No, that'd be dope though. Imagine me farting in that tent for 20 minutes.
You could have
the big
fueled
bad
it,
wolf.
dude.
Oh, that's true.
You
I-
could have 20-second fucking fart into
No,
it.
I would have been like a resourceful person in the
Yeah,
old
yeah,
days. That would have been
They
like
would
my
have needed
survival
you.
thing. That we need this guy, yeah. And then I also just learned in prison. My boy told me this. Sorry to keep harping on this.
No, it's
He
great.
said if you fart, you'll get your ass beat in prison. So you have to fart on the toilet and flush it immediately. And if you don't, not kidding. If you
probably
don't,
the
you're getting
funniest
your
farts.
ass beat. You're getting your ass beat if
Yeah.
you just fart. Do you think a murderer and a cellmate says good morning, like good morning
might.
or good night?
That
I don't
would
think
be
they do that. I
that
don't
would
You
be
put
so
women on that
scary.
program,
yeah,
though.
that would be so like good morning. How do you say it? Yeah, good morning.
I mean, a good night from a murderer in prison. Would
Good
fucking
night. Oh, that's even
suck,
scarier.
Dude.
Yeah,
Good
if they-
night. You'd be like, nope.
Especially you'd be like,
Nope, I'm up.
good night.
And you'd be like, fuck.
Just fascinated with jail because I would not. I don't know what would be my survival thing. I'd have to be like a court jester and be like maybe make them laugh to beat,
The
but
farts.
then you might offend somebody and
Yeah.
that'd be. I don't think I'd bring the muscle. I'd have to bring something.
You gotta
to-
hit the books, become a jailhouse lawyer.
Yeah,
That'd be the move.
yeah. Just fully go spiritual and learn and become like a
That's
monk.
not bad too. Yeah. Yeah. I like to fantasize that I'd be actually. I mean, I don't
You'd be a
like the
shot
food
caller.
part. No, not that at
You
all.
become you get it.
I think I'd be
swab.
more like stowaway monk, where they'd be like, I don't know about that guy. And I would try to go I would definitely go white boy crazy.
You could
for
mentor
sure.
a youngster though. Eventually,
For
you
sure.
get old, become a bookworm.
That would be nice.
The youngster comes in,
reading
you
and
go.
working out. I would like that part
Yeah,
of it.
push-ups,
Food,
reading.
Yeah,
Maybe
getting
pretend you're
shredded.
gay and then just bite a dude's dick off, and they'll be like, "You don't know, fuck with this dude."
True.
You know?
Yeah.
I wonder. Yeah, I mean, guys,
For
That's my plan.
guys have to go for the bite the dick a lot. There's probably some harsh punishments.
What else
for
would
that.
you do? Yeah.
I
I mean,
think
if
you
you'd
might have
probably
to
get
suck.
kicked to death. Pretty
Yeah,
hard.
I think if you bite the dick, they.
John Wayne
probably like a
Bobbitt, remember
code.
that? John Wayne
Yeah,
Bobbitt. My stepdad, who I told you about, who drank the mirror beer. He did. He was like a radio personality in San Francisco, like a local kind of DJ on the radio, and he did stand up one night, and it was during the John Wayne Bobbitt time, and he says, John Wayne Bobbitt, he's just nuts.
It's funny. That's hilarious. that's actually really good.
Yeah,
Kind of amazing.
I remember being young, obviously, when that happened, and like it was just a joke. Everybody made that joke.
And then they sewed his
Not
dick
that
back
particular
on.
joke, but just like that guy doesn't have a dick anymore.
I know.
They sewed it back
Everyone
on.
just
though.
laughed at
They
him.
did
I
sew
think
it
they
back
sewed
on.
it back on.
Good for him. I heard
Yeah.
it was huge too.
Really?
Must have been if they found
They
it.
found it back exactly.
Finding it on the side of the roads.
They found it on the side of the road,
Yeah,
but
crazy.
was it? Hard? It couldn't have been hard anymore. So it was a soft little. little
you cut
big
off a boner, does it turn flaccid?
Yeah, it's a good question. Does it stay like almost rigor mortis where it stays?
You think all the blood would rush out?
Rush out and turn into your flaccid bird.
It would turn into the just skin.
You guys wake up with wood ever still?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
You guys know a
exciting.
penis is technically like a blood sponge. So like blood goes into it, it gets engorged. So it would stay engorged unless it's like squeezed.
You can
So
squeeze
you
mine.
just have to watch if someone cuts your penis off, you don't want someone coming around just fucking gripping it up.
No.
Jerk this thing. With the prison survival, what would be nice to, instead of biting the dick, just get like real nice at giving dome.
Yeah.
But still keep it 100.
Become in the throat
Still keep
goat.
it 100. Would you be
just
like
sloppy toppy, just
thugging?
be
But
known
you'd still
as,
be thugging. You'd be like foot up against the wall with your boys and be like, oh, I got you. Just fucking
Yeah.
come through and just like,
You gotta get you gotta become
yeah.
all right, yo, catch you later, bro.
you gotta become the throat goat so you never get fucked. You make them pop before they
True.
fuck you.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But you could still keep your masculine, tough prison energy. Be like, all right, bro, I'll catch you later, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, one love. I bet one love. Come here.
Did your friend have to? Did you ever watch Wes Watson?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I had a podcast for a while. I had him on as a guest. Him and Charlie Sheen were my two highest ratings. Hundreds of thousands of views. You can look it up on YouTube. I had a show called Nervous Rex, and I had him on because I found him, and I ended up hanging out with him because he was I had him on the pod. He
had the
came up
big
from
homie
San
on.
Diego. He came up and did the pod, and he was just explaining. Because I'm fascinated with the prison stuff, so he was explaining all the politics and all this stuff, and so I had him on the pod, and remember I took him to lunch to Erewhon, which is like the bougiest like health food spot in LA, and I'm sitting with him in the car with Wes Watson, and I take him to get like an organic lunch, and I would go at one point I'm like, what am I doing? Like this dude is gnarly, but he ended up being the homie, and we stayed in touch, and like I still hit him up once in a while.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
The big homie Wes.
I'll get him on your pod if you want him.
Dude, I would love it. I've watched so much of his
Matt's
shit.
been on Watson for day one.
His
dude.
videos, way back when he started doing like the walk in the yard. Dude, he's my favorite dude. He makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah,
You
he
see
works
the guy
out.
went on No Jumper and said that he hit him up. There's a guy on No Jumper that has a trans girlfriend. And then he hit up Wes.
Oh, I saw that guy
and
that's like, it's not gay.
He said, well, he's not gay.
Yeah.
But Wes, he hit up Wes and he went on the thing like, he just called me gay. It's so funny, dude. Well, it is funny because he's been in prison for 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
So he's hit him up and he was like, yo, you're fucking gay. Shut up.
What's funny is that he was really into snowboarding when he was younger. And
Yeah,
my
he was
boy was a pro snowboarder, and he was like, he saw that I posted my friend Nate Bozung. He's like this legendary snowboarder. And Wes was like, dude, like he was starstruck by my boy. He's like, I rode with him before. That dude's a legend. And it was funny, like picturing him as a young snowboarder. He was really good. He was like semi-pro or pro snowboarder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard he was nice. It'd be funny if he was still that jacked.
I
He was
know.
just fucking
Jack snowboarding. Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck you. Fuck. So much fucking air.
But yeah, he's the man, dude. He's have you followed him still? His like
Yeah, I
arc
still
now
follow him.
he's on where he's just like
I watched
so
the
rich
whole thing
now.
blow up. I was like the first one to find him. And
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know how I found him, just in my algorithm of looking at prison shit or whatever. And I just hit him up, and he was down. He drove up from San Diego and had him on the pod. It was a cool conversation. He was like breaking down. I'm just fascinated with that shit, man. It's just so not me that I'm just like, yo,
Yeah,
that
it's
is
scary.
It's scary shit. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you have to do all you have to become like get into like the white gang politics and all that stuff, because that's got to be tough. Especially now, having to do now, like if you did like all this work on yourself, you became like super lib, and then all of a sudden you go to like California prison, you're like, oh damn it,
Yeah.
I have to start from scratch and be a
Super
white
live.
supremacist.
Damn. Back to fucking home base, dude. I worked so hard.
Yeah, because some states
Back
aren't
to
as
the
race.
base.
Some states aren't as race related, but I guess California and maybe Texas are. Maybe I shouldn't speak on that about Texas, but I think that they're very race. Like you go with your race, and it's really like that in California. And my boy told me you can't even bump potatoes with the black dude, which means like give a pound. Like you can't even do that there because
That's a
then
crazy way to
bump
say
potatoes.
pound.
because
You
that's
can't even do that.
hanging with the others.
Yeah. Damn. Well, it was nice for him because then he got out and was just like, look, I don't have to. Because people try to spaz on him for it, and he was just like, "Dude, if you went to prison, you'd have to do the same. You'd have to do 88 burpees." And it is. I've been working out a lot. It is tempting to rip 88 burpees. It has nothing to do with Aryan
it's just a
Brotherhood.
good number.
It's just would be fun to be like, okay, cool.
What is that? Hail Hitler 88?
Yeah, well,
that's
he would say they'd all do like 88 burpees and 20. You know, it was all like 23 white or whatever. But it is just like it's like a fun thing to keep in your head. Like it's a fun goal.
It's a fun goal.
Race politics aside.
I wonder where the term burpees come. What's the origin of that word? Burpees. What is it?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Was it military first or was it prison thing? Probably military.
That's a good question. Can we get I'd like to know.
It's actually an acronym for. I'm sorry.
Dude, your acronym check before the podcast was pretty nice.
Yeah,
that is a very fun thing to do.
It is fun.
Where does burpees come from?
It's the name of the guy who invented it. He was a physiologist from New York City in the 30s, and he invented the burpee.
He invented burpees
as a part of his fitness test.
What?
They're hard, man.
Yeah,
they are.
That's no joke, dude. And the form, you got to get the form right. There's like you do
You
them
don't
wrong.
jump when you come up. That's weirdo shit. That's
The what?
according to Wes Watts. That's big homie.
Really?
The
Wes.
jump up top.
We don't jump up top. That's weirdo shit.
All right, good. I'm glad to get rid of that. I'm all right getting rid of that.
Yeah, that's weirdo shit, dude. You can't do the jump up top. I do the jump up top.
The jump up top's tough,
The
dude.
jump up top's crazy. But now I know it's weirdo shit. I don't do it anymore. Damn, that's fucking sick. You're chilling with the big homie.
Yeah.
He is the man, dude. He is a fascinating character.
That's the thing about Simon. Every time I hang out, you've done so much shit.
You have a pretty crazy life.
Like last night, pause, the song My Dick.
Yeah.
I was going to just say last night, My Dick.
It's funny because you get a lot of trouble saying that. I remember when for people watching or listening, our big song when I was doing my music stuff was called My Dick, and it was our biggest party song. And I remember we got signed to this with Interscope Records, and there was this executive, and like the song was like a demo, and he was like, "All right, but the song's good, but it needs some work. There's a few holes in my dick." So people always say like you got to be careful.
Like last night,
he's like, there's a few holes. He wanted to fix the mix on it was bad and all these things, but it just sounded so weird. But yeah, that's the anthem, man. And then I showed you the one from the war, the 1980 with the soldiers.
That
shit's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, a bunch of guys. Was that Afghanistan?
I think it must have been because it must have been like 2008. So Afghanistan, 2007, something like that. And all these soldiers made a video. It's on YouTube. If you just type in 1980 Dirt Nasty, maybe U.S. military, whatever, will pop up. And it's the soldiers made a music video like in their downtime, in tanks, fully fatigues, doing like funny things. And they're doing my song. And it was just
awesome.
and I remember I was working at Happy Madison at the time, and Sandler loved it. He was just so pumped. He's like, that's the best compliment you could get. He was like, proud American. They motherfuckers got your shit out there. You should be stoked.
That's awesome.
That is pretty tight. So what instrument? Do you play instruments? You're just singing and
I have an MPC, which is it's a drum machine. So I don't know how to play any
I saw you break
instruments.
it out on a plane.
That's
fucking
right. I busted it out on the
hilarious,
plane
dude.
when we first kind of started hanging
I
out.
sat next to
We
him
met
on
on
a flight.
Bupkis. We
That's
met on
tight.
Bupkis. And we were actually on a flight to Austin before we moved here for South by Southwest. And we were sitting next to each other, and you had your little Nintendo. You were playing a game on Nintendo, and I busted out my big
I was waiting patiently.
MPC, and I'm making beats because it's just like hunting and pecking. It's like almost like if you're typing, you're just like. So it's really I don't know how to play an instrument, but I listened to enough rap as a kid to emulate a beat. So I made that song My Dick in 5 minutes. It went platinum. I have a platinum plaque on my wall. 1 million sold, and I made the beat in 5 minutes. And then of course it's like a metaphor for life. Like if you're at 8:00 Saturday, we're going to go in and make a hit, and you overthink it. No, you're not. It happened because it was just like a happy accident. Like I just made a beat. My boy, actually, Andre Legacy, he's like, I got an idea for a song. It's called My Dick. And I was like, let me guess what it's about. He's like, no, it'll be like my dick, yo dick. Like, and I was like, that's a horrible idea. So I was like, let me just make a beat to shut you up. So I just made a beat to shut him up. And that was our biggest song of all time.
that's crazy.
I know.
That's awesome.
I want to play it.
It was on Harold and Kumar. It's been on like American Dad. That's where you make the money. What I learned in the music industry is if you make a song, you produce it, you get 50% of the royalties right out of the gate as the producer of the song.
Really?
Then I'm rapping on it too, so you get a third. It was 3 of us, so I get a third. So I made like 66 cents on any dollar that was made on that song. Whoa. So if it got licensed by American Dad, I got a nice little paycheck for a 5-minute song. I was like, this is how you make money because no one really buys music that much anymore.
Yeah.
You got to go on the road and sell merch. I imagine it's kind of, you guys probably have the same with merch. That's where you clean up. But yeah.
Damn, dude. Yeah, my brother was saying he knew somebody, like through someone he knew, who just makes like the music for like between scenes and football games and shit. And he makes a ton of fucking money.
Yeah, that's
just
where
weird,
it's at.
just weird like one-off things for like TV shows. And he's like, that's all he does.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
but yeah, that's how me and Shay, man, we did Bupkis, and
We had met briefly before that.
did we where?
The Comedy Cellar.
Oh, we did.
I remember that. Yeah,
My bad.
but no, we didn't really hang out.
I love going to the Cellar, man. Yes, that's the best spot.
It is.
I'm a comedy nerd. I go to the store all the time. Me and Jeff Ross went the other night and because at the Cellar or the store on any given night, you will just get the best live entertainment back to back to back to back. It's it's fucking magical. I feel like it's so cool to see stand up being so big right now too. It's like you guys are just crushing. I love it. It's awesome.
Big.
It's like bigger than
Might
ever.
be too big. In my opinion.
Because people want live shit now.
The mothership's nice now. It's right there with those. And
It's
these
so
two are
nice.
the heir apparent to the mothership. I mean, these guys, Gardini and Lemaire, they can't get enough.
They're there all the time.
It's rock star lifestyle every fucking
know.
day.
That green room's dangerous though. The smelling salts.
So these guys,
Yeah, that shit's
Dude,
crazy.
the smelling salts we did, dude. Woo.
you guys are
They
Ron
are.
Austin.
They're rock star
run
lifestyle.
Austin.
They're elite Austin.
You guys are Uday and Kusa. These are my fucking nasty little sons.
Drinking, carrying on,
Drinking and carrying on, fighting, slapping
kissing.
people,
They're
pushing, kissing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild what you guys have done.
We were doing some wrestling chops the other night.
Yeah, of course. You guys
Yeah.
are hitting. You guys are roughhousing
It
all
was
the time.
awesome. It was
It
a
is.
good
It's
time,
like
dude.
ancient Greece. Isn't there wrestling, drinking wine, kissing?
Sack of wines.
Matter of fact, it was that trip that was open. It was like the soft opening of the mothership. Chappelle did a set.
Yes.
That was that weekend. It had just opened, but it wasn't like officially open. It was like the first
Yeah,
time
it
it
was
had
a year
opened
ago.
doors.
It was 1 year ago.
Wow.
That was only.
Yeah, I
That
was
was
there. I got
literally
to
1
be
year
there.
ago. Yeah.
I felt like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, this is legendary. I'm in the green room
I got
first
to bomb
weekend.
on the Little Boy. I was the first comic to go in the
Oh, you
small
explain
room.
that's so fucking funny.
And I got to open for Chappelle, and I just took one right on the fucking chin in front of everybody to christen the room.
you broke the whole room in.
Yeah, just bombed.
No. That room's fucked up though, because you think you're like 150 people. I'm gonna smash.
Yeah, I'm
in
about
here.
to slaughter.
The first couple times in there, it's just
I'm
bad.
gonna
I did
do so
terrible.
well.
I did so bad the first month I was in there.
That's
Consistently.
the room. That's not the balcony room.
Yeah.
That's the other
Small
one.
I like that room.
Now it's fun. Now I like it, but it's weird. That must have been real pressure. If I knew anyone was watching me, I'd be like,
Yeah, they're like, this is it. This is the first show on this stage.
Dave Chappelle's watching
And
you.
it's like, it's just you and Dave Chappelle, just open.
Yeah, that'll get you nervous. That'll get my hiney hole puckered up.
Yep. It was puckered.
It was puckered.
And it was just like comedians and Chappelle and his group.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of cool people in the room to bomb in front of.
Yeah, it's the worst. I think I might be hitting a point though in my adult life where I'm like, whatever like physical material is producing anxiety, I don't think I can make it as much anymore. Like I
Yeah.
can't afford to stress over certain things. Like I just can't. So I think it might just be like a light psychotic break.
What do you mean?
Because I was like, I'll like stress, like if I'm like, oh, I'm here at the show or like someone's watching, I'll get kind of like, ugh. And like my brain just did a thing where it's like, I just can't afford to be stressing out this hard anymore.
That's nice.
Where I can just be like, I'm just going to try it. I've been trying to get more into the spirit of erotic play. Of
That
just
makes sense.
Not so much where it's work, it's just play. I'm telling you, I think it's the key.
Erotic play.
Just play in general. Yeah, just not like sexual, but like an erotic element to what you're doing.
Neurotic or erotic?
Erotic. I'm trying to take it with the neurotic away with the erotic.
Very sexual.
Yeah.
Sexual play.
Just trying to recapture childhood innocence, really. Rather than all this business and all this fucking
Yeah, that's what happens.
personality.
That's what it loses the fun when it becomes work sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it definitely does.
You gotta play.
I need to play. That's all I've been saying.
It's just started going out there and be like, hello, Chicago.
You know I hit the tee-hee-hees.
Did you really?
Yeah, I always do. I was up there going,
No. Hi, guys.
It's around there. I'm doing that,
Nice.
roughly.
You're going out there going,
Yeah, I get a lot of that. I go, wow, what a great audience.
yeah, true.
Wow. Wow, you guys are so awesome. Wow.
I remember back in the day, I used to go to the Cellar in the 90s and I'd see Chappelle and Bill Burr performing in front of 12 people at 1 a.m. And I remember like they hadn't blown up yet. This is like before the Chappelle show even. And I remember Chappelle, this is like back in the days before Uber and everything, where they wouldn't pick up a black guy in a cab. It was like racist cab drivers. So Chappelle would be like, hey, Simon, go hail a cab. And I'd hail the cab and then he'd get in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I was on tour with, I was
switcheroo.
hanging out with Jeff Ross and Chappelle
You're
in
an
Paris.
angry African driver.
Yeah. But I just thought that's so awesome that I was like the white guy to hail the cab. And then, I was recently, Jeff Ross opened for Chappelle for like 5 shows in Paris, and I was out there working, and I got to go hang with them and was hanging with Chappelle and reminded him of that. He had no memory of that whatsoever. But I was like, dude, it was pretty awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is funny. Be like, remember that? Be like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I've stopped also saying nice to meet you because I a lot of times will say nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It's a big topic. You have to say nice to see you because at least then they say, oh, we haven't met, but then they know if you're full of shit. So that's a big problem for me because we can't remember this many fucking people. It's too much.
I've always been bad with people's names and faces, and I always go, oh, nice to meet you. And they're like, oh, we actually met. I'm like, I feel so bad.
I just did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't the first time we met, but
Yeah, that's right.
I think I just go delighted. I'm like, delighted.
oh, the pleasure.
I'm so delighted. Oh, and I kiss all the way up their arm. Like, I'm so delighted to see you. What a pleasure.
You're so sweet.
Maybe you could just say, hey, nice to see you. Or what's the safe way to do it? Nice to, not again. Nice to see.
I just go, the pleasure is all mine. And then I kiss them.
The pleasure's all yours, and then slap them.
Nah, you gotta hit him with just a hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I got to name drop. I got to do a movie with Leslie Nielsen, Scary Movie 3, and I was just like, dude, this is Leslie Nielsen. Like, and he was at this point pretty senile, and he still walked around with a fart machine, like the little Play-Doh one, and like there'd be like craft service, like a lady bending over putting something. He'd walk behind her and make the fart thing, and like, and like walk away. I'm like, he still got it. And he would get David Zucker, who did Airplane, Naked Gun, wrote Scary Movie 3. He'd be like, hey Leslie, you remember so and so, and then he would say, nice to meet you, and they'd say, oh no, we met before, and he'd always say every time, oh yes, how could I forget? That was it. But he said it.
That's such a nice line.
Oh, yes. How could I forget?
Those are in my algorithm right now. Just Leslie Nielsen,
Dude.
Just everything he said was so fucking funny.
Well, so he told me, David Zucker told me he came into audition for Police Squad, whatever the first thing was, is Frank Drebin. I think it was a TV show first, or maybe it was for Naked Gun, but he came in and they had seen him in a movie as a dramatic actor, and they said they thought he was so funny because he was doing his serious thing and they thought it was funny. So he came in an audition, but he was doing a comedic performance and they weren't laughing. Like, no, just read it serious like you do in those other movies that we've seen.
Yeah.
And they said he just read it deadpan and they're on the floor and they're like, you got the job. Because he was just not trying to be funny. He was just committed down the line. Play it straight. It's funny because the writing's funny. And then you could look this up online too. There's a thing called the Zaz 15 Rules of Comedy. So for all those movies, there's 15 rules of comedy you have to abide by for the comedy to work. One of the rules being if there's a joke going on in the background, like in the back of a police car, if you're getting attacked by bees, you can't do a joke in the foreground because it negates the joke behind you. So they have these rules. So I would try to improv and add something that cut, no, like Simon, rule 7, you're dead. And it's like they had rules that were like the rules of how to do their movies. That's how serious they were about the comedy. And even like in the delivery of a line, like I'd say a line, he's like, no, Simon, it's ... Then the line, like the pause is that important. It was like music. It was like writing music.
Yeah, they were like classical slapstick
Yeah,
stuff.
it did because comedy is kind of musical in the delivery, and it was just a cool way to work. It was just like, and I remember Kevin Hart was kind of just coming up, and we would shit in each other's trailer was our joke, be him and Anthony Anderson, and not flush it. So I'd get to work a little early and take a shit in Kevin Hart's trailer and not flush it, and I would just hear him go, "Oh, damn it, Simon!" That was my Kevin Hart impression. And we would shit in each other's trailer, man. And
That's
I remember
awesome.
watching Kevin Hart going, "This guy's gonna make it," because I remember thinking. He knew how to work the room. He was so good at talking to everybody. He was so like I just remember thinking he's gonna do more things than this small role in this movie. Cut to arenas.
True that.
Yeah.
Lil Kev.
Little motherfucking Kev.
We should probably switch over.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's switch over to the Patreon.
Bye.
Simon, you're the man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
dude, thank you.